Hey guys, Josh from soccerreviewsforyou.com, bringing you a video today to talk about the adidas customization service. I get lots of questions every day regarding adidas, so I figured the best way to answer those questions would be to simply customize a pair myself, order them in, and when they arrive in 3 to 4 weeks, I'll kind of give you guys a little unboxing video and compare the customized version of the shoe to the standard colorway releases and see if the overall quality is any different. In today's video, I will be customizing a pair of adidas F50 adiZero miCoach 2s in leather. I'll be walking you through the customization process and of course give you guys a look at my final design so you can know what to expect in 3 to 4 weeks when they do arrive. As far as adidas as a service, if you're not familiar with it, it allows you to customize the colors and do some personalization things such as names, numbers, country flags, and stuff like that. Make a shoe that is truly your own when it comes to the color of the shoe itself. Now you can do this with a lot of their soccer line, their basketball line, their running line, and even a lot of their Adidas Originals lifestyle shoes. All of that is available for customization, but of course at a premium price. For example, the leather adiZero that I'm going to be customizing today normally retails at $210 for a general release colorway, but for a adidas customized color, it retails at $270 to $280 depending on what stud pattern that you go for. So there is a $60 to $70 premium, which may seem a little bit steep, but it is still nice that Adidas does offer the customization service for all of their top-end soccer shoes. That's pretty much it as far as my intro though, guys. Like I said, I'm going to walk you through the customization process. Leave your comments on my design. Do you love it? Do you hate it? I'm always curious to hear what you guys think. Personally, I'm really happy with the design, but you guys can judge for yourself. Just leave a comment down below and we'll get on to the customization process. Alright, here's a look at the customization page for the adiZeros. You can see we're going to start with a blank design, and what I really like about the adidas service is that there are very few limitations. You really can mix and match colors until you have a final colorway that you're happy with, and they also give you quite a few different colors to choose from. On the right side you can see all the different parts of the shoe listed, which are basically the sections of the boot that you can customize in color, which basically ends up being the entire boot, which is definitely a good thing. So if we start off with the vamp, that is the main color of the shoe, and you're going to see these are the 10 colors they have listed. So you have running white, black, vivid yellow, dark onyx, which is like a dark gray, vivid red, dark blue, prime blue, which is a slightly lighter returning color, if you guys remember that on one of the older adiZero colors, metallic gold, which is something that really interests me, green zest, which we've seen before on the current adiZero, and of course vivid pink, which we have seen as an accent color on the Champions League colorway of the adiZero. So you have basically these 10 colorways to work with, either as primary or accent colors, which is pretty good in my opinion. There's not an abundance of colors, I would say, but there's enough here to where you can make some pretty nice looking colorways. So when I did see this metallic gold, I knew it's something I wanted to incorporate into my colorway. I'm not a huge fan of flashy shoes, so I knew I didn't want to make an entirely gold boot, but I wanted to incorporate it into my colorway. So I thought black, gold, and white always looks really good. I'm going to make a shoe that kind of incorporates those three colors. So as a primary color for the upper, I went with black. And I know a lot of you guys are going to be dissing me saying it's too boring, but wait till the end of the video, see how it looks, and trust me, I think you guys will like it. Next part of customization is the tongue, and I'm going to incorporate that metallic gold. Now, again, you have the same colors available for pretty much all the customization options. Next option is the rear quarter, and this is basically this back part in synthetic. You can change it to red, as you guys can see, and that's basically the main kind of section there. But I'm going to leave that as white, which you guys will see a little bit later, because you can change the quarter print, and the quarter print is basically that F50 logo and all the little lines. That changes that color. So if I were to change it to blue, you can see what that would look like, but I'm going to change mine to black so it matches the rest of the upper. Next are the stripes. These are your 3 Adidas stripes on the outside as well as on the inside. They all remain the same. You can't like customize one or the other. So I'm going to change that to gold, keeping that accent color theme going. Next are the stripe lines. So you see these little stripes on the inside of the actual stripes themselves. And then also this changes the color of the logos on the tongue. So for example, if I were to change it to the prime blue, you can see it changes the stripes on the inside of the stripes. And then of course the logos on the tongue change to blue as well. But I'm going to leave mine at white as that kind of reoccurring accent color. Next are the laces. I thought black looked pretty good, but I decided to go with gold just to match the rest of the tongue. And then of course you can change the lining on the inside. It's currently at white. I thought gold looked pretty good, but I decided to go with black just to match the rest of the upper and keep it really clean looking. Next is performance, which refers to the outsole or the sprint frame on the adiZero. You can choose to go for a hard ground sprint frame, as you guys can see there. You can go for soft ground, which adds $10, keep that in mind. And then of course you can choose firm ground, and you have a couple different colorway options available. You can go for a vivid yellow sprint frame, which looks cool, but it doesn't match the gold on the shoe, so I didn't go with it. You can go with white, as you guys can see, and then of course black. But one thing that you can't do on miCoach, or my adidas I should say, is that you can't customize the studs themselves, so they remain white no matter what sprint frame or color sprint frame you choose. So that is the one thing you can't really customize on the shoe itself, but it works okay because this is kind of matching the rest of my colorway, and I think it looks pretty good. I probably would have chosen white at the end of the day anyways. Next is the personalization section, and this is where you can add your name, your number, and actually a flag at the end, which I'll show you really quickly. Name embroidery, I'm going to select yes. I'm going to put SR for you. Click OK. And of course you can change the colors there again if you wanted to, but I thought white looked the best, so I'm going to leave it at white. Next is the number embroidery. I'm going to put my number there. My favorite number is an 8, so I'm going to put that there. Again, I'm going to leave it in white. And then you can personalize the logo. And these are these little circular flags you see a lot of the pros wearing adidas boots have on their shoes. You can put all kinds of different countries. I'll run you through what's here. You have all kinds of different countries available. You have a few colleges and universities in the US there. You have some MLS teams, LA Galaxy, New York Red Bulls. And at the end, you're going to have like some major club teams, AC Milan, Chelsea, Bayern Munich, Real Madrid, all the major adidas clubs, as you guys can see. But I'm going to choose to go for my country, which is Canada. That's where I live. I'm going to put the Canadian flag on there. And that's pretty much it as far as my design goes. The last option you have is, of course, size. You can put it in men's or women's sizing. Of course, you can choose whatever size you're familiar with. I'm familiar with the US sizing system, and I'm going to put my size 9 US. You can actually change the width on the shoe. Keep that in mind. They always are medium. But what is cool about all these customization services is, say, for example, my right foot was a little bit smaller. I could change it from a 9 to an 8.5. So the right shoe would end up being an 8.5, and the left shoe would end up being a 9. So that's something cool that if you do have an issue with kind of 2 feet being the different two kind of extreme different sizes, you can use these customization services and get the proper sizing, but I'm good with 2 size 9s. My feet are relatively normal. Alright guys, that's it for the customization process for this pair of adidas F50 adiZero miCoach 2s in leather. Like I said, they should arrive here in 3 to 4 weeks, and when they do, I will make an unboxing video and kind of compare it to the standard release version. In the meantime, leave a comment down below. Let me know if you guys hate this colorway, if you love this colorway. I'm always curious to hear your thoughts on what I've designed, and also if you guys could leave a like on the video, it would be greatly appreciated. Subscribe if you're not already. And other than that guys, I hope you enjoyed today's video, and as always, thanks for watching.